it was so fun because it's a little puzzle. I never did them as a kid. I did Lincoln Logs a little bit.
I loved Lincoln Logs.
Lincoln Logs fun because they were just there was only so many things.
Let me tell you about something that actually
I like the hollow
changed my
sound of
life.
banging together. Like gnawing on them a little bit. They felt really good in your teeth and gums.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing about the play.
Yeah. Just... They're actually like applewood smoked bacon flavor.
Right.
They don't tell you about that.
They don't tell you about that. They don't tell you that they soak them.
Yeah. And that's why I have veneers now.
That's when my gums started receding.
No, but my gums did recede.
I'll call back.
Because, no, real, I had like the skin that connects your gum, your lip. Mine was like really small, I guess. I don't know.
Let me tell you something about
They
dentists.
were like, yeah, it's like pulling your gums down in your front bottom teeth. So we're gonna have to. They literally, I had a surgery.
I remember that.
And they had to cut a piece of gum from the roof of my mouth. Ouch. And then they had to cover the little hole, and then they snipped the thing so it wouldn't pull on it so much. Yeah, and I had fucking surgery on my mouth. I forgot I had mouth surgery.
I don't.
Until that time.
I didn't forget about that.
It was kind of bad. It wasn't that bad.
I feel like I saw you almost immediately.
Yeah.
And you were fine.
My mouth was
hurting.
It
would suck.
Your
mom was hurting?
No, my mouth. Like the roof of my mouth where they took the gum from. It was really sore for a while.
I feel like, why wouldn't it be? Oh.
Yeah.
Bailey has to get his wisdom teeth out.
Dude, all my homies be getting their wisdom teeth out. Dude,
get
can you
your
keep
wisdom...
the teeth?
No, I don't think you can.
But no, you can. You can.
This
they
is
can give them to you.
Okay, I'll let him... I'll make sure.
I'll take the teeth if he doesn't want them.
Sure.
Annie's gonna give me her teeth.
Okay, I'll make sure I let him know that.
I love bones for context, which isn't much context.
I actually, you're basically a paleontologist.
I mean...
So River goes in parking lots, and... You take a hammer.
And I unearth something.
Yeah.
So old.
If you're ever wondering what those big-ass potholes are...
You want to know why the roads are so bad?
That's him
digging around
on the...
for bones.
Specifically shark teeth.
Yeah, I like to chew on it.
Yes. So this is a theme.
Anyway,
so... What I was going to say about fucking teeth is... The dentist, the last time I was at the dentist, okay, I'm one person that's had overall very positive experiences at the dentist, which I know not everyone has, but that's something for me.
Are really haters,
which
and that's okay.
But I went to a dentist office that was 5 minutes away from my house, so easy to get to. Everyone there knew me because it was a very small office, super nice. My whole family went, great. Never had a problem. That's also probably the reason why I like the dentist, because everyone was like, "Your teeth are so nice. Your teeth are perfect. They're so perfect. You don't have to do anything." And I'm like,
don't have to fuck with you.
I won the teeth game, and so I was like so confident in myself. Every time I went to them, I love going to the dentist. Get my teeth cleaned. Maybe I'll get a little coupon. They used to give us coupons to the ground round. Do you remember the ground round?
What is the ground round? That we didn't grow up in the same state.
So, folks tuning in from Neenah, Wisconsin.
Any Neenah fans?
Any Neenah fans out there will know what the fucking ground round is. The ground round is essentially just like a hometown Applebee's.
Oh.
But like a little better.
Okay.
That's essentially what it is. I fucked with it hard when I was a kid. And because they had like a little arcade section. So I was like super excited because every time they gave you a little kids eat free pass every time you went to the dentist. So I was like, okay, we're obviously getting this for ground round. We're gonna have a great time.
See, that was your they did reward kids with food for going to the dentist.
It was so good
because it was that, and then we'd get McDonald's after.
Right, so that's fun
because they do your fluoride treatment or whatever, and that shit tasted like
doggy,
like Nair, probably.
No.
Nair smells so bad.
It does. They improved the smell though. They improved the smell.
I did burn my fingers like a little teeny. It's but they're better now after 2 days. It's fine.
The Nair used to smell like actually.
I heard it got better. It's not good. It's got.
There's certain scents, flavors that
certain flavers.
Whatever you're doing with that
for the mature palate.
That are like that they kind of mask it better. I think they have like this like aloe one.
I had a friend who used to eat lotion as a kid. Yeah, and she was like kind of normal. Well, I don't know. I don't know how she is now, but we would play American Girl dolls together.
And she'd be like,
and she
and
was,
here's a side of lotion
well,
for
she
you.
had like 700 dolls, and I had
American
none.
Girl dolls?
Yeah, she was like rich, and my parents were not fucking with the American Girl dolls because it's so expensive.
They're so.
So she had, I'm not
Guys.
kidding, actually like 15 American Girl dolls, which is like 15, like what was it, $1,500?
No, it literally is. Yeah.
That's it's probably closer to $2,000.
Well, especially
American Girl doll,
especially because you have not only do you have to buy the American Girl doll, you got to buy the American
they buy
Girl
their
doll
clothes and
accessories,
the bed and like all the fucking things. She had all the stuff, like a 2-door
Bruh.
walk-in closet full.
See, and that's the type of shit. Those are the type of friends that I would have that I'd be like, they could treat me like absolute shit.
No,
They could
like
they
the
could
princess
kick
and the
me-
pauper, and I'm the pauper.
They could kick me down the fucking stairs, shit on me, and I'd be like, all right, so when are we gonna do this next week?
Literally.
So call me
Literally.
up when you
But anyways,
when you want to talk.
and we would play, and she gave me one of her old dolls that she had like destroyed and cut all the hair off. I'm not kidding. She'd given
Well,
her
you gotta
doll.
have at least one.
She gave one of her first ones. It was Josephine, which, if you know Josephine, was, I know, one of the old ones. So it
Yep.
sucks that she destroyed it. But for all the historians out there, but she gave it to me, and it basically had like a Dora style bowl cut.
She gave you
And
the shit one.
Yeah.
That's always
Yeah.
how it is. Let me tell you.
And I said, thank you so much.
If you are not,
No, and then
if you did not grow up,
and then my mom saw me playing with that and was like, sorry, and I was like, well, she gave it to me.
you
And
got
she
the
was like,
experience of a younger sister.
I think,
at
yeah,
that moment.
and I think my mom was really torn because she was when she found out, I think she was like, one, she shouldn't have given you this doll. I know how expensive they are, and two, why did she give you this busted ass doll?
Because it's busted,
and now you look really like a brokey. So she was like, I can't have that. So we went to her. So for my 8th birthday,
That's so funny.
we went to Chicago, me, her, and my grandma. We took the train down. It was real cute.
Oh, that's so
Went to the store. I got to pick up
fun.
my doll. I bought Rebecca. She was a baddie. And so I got
Yeah.
new American Girl dolls. But yeah, she, the same friend, we'll call her Kathy, would
Sure.
eat lotion. Like one time I watched her
You know what?
dead ass, and she was like,
What
mostly
flavor
normal
of
other than
lotion though?
Like,
because if
that.
it's,
I think it was like a
If it was-
cucumber aloe something.
I'm telling
it
you,
was
if
like-
if
it
it
was
was
greenish,
Jergens,
whitish.
if it was Jergens original scent, I wouldn't even blame you.
It could have been Jergens.
Original scent.
It was white, or like it was like normal lotion color. It wasn't like a fancy.
You ever
colored one or
smelled?
anything.
You ever smelled
was very
Jergens
sweet.
original? That's what
Yeah, I
Jergens
know.
original scent is.
No, and she dead ass
It's
pumped
almonds.
it in her hand and licked
I
it.
get it.
And I went, I don't have an American Girl doll. I'm not gonna say
So
shit. And I kept my goddamn mouth
if you're
shut.
broke, you can't say anything.
No.
That's so true. No,
Classism
actually,
is real, and you learn early.
You learned early with the American Girl dolls. Honestly, what do you think the equivalent is now for the American
I don't know
Girl
how much
dolls?
they cost, like new.
Do you think it's Drunk Elephant products? Do you know what that is?
No.
Drunk Elephant. A lot of people were like getting really upset, which, okay, I have a few things to say about this. A lot of people were getting really upset with 11-year-olds, 10-year-olds that were like going into Sephora and like buying a bunch of Drunk Elephant products because people were like absolutely fiending over them. And they're basically just skincare products that are the same as any other skincare products. Like there's nothing really unique about it. They just have like kind of a cute exterior. Like it's just like kind of aesthetically pleasing.
Okay.
Kind of.
They were doing their
Kind of.
best, but it
They're
wasn't.
doing their
very
best. It like very much seemed like it was marketed towards kids.
Okay.
And so they have like a ton of different products, which like everyone's like, I have all of the products, right? And so they keep releasing more and more products. And so like these 10, 12-year-old girls are like getting obsessed with it because they're like, a lot of the products are like promoting like, oh, this will protect your skin from aging. And it's like, we're already worried about that at like age 10. Like we're actually going to die as a society. And
I've been seeing TikToks of people who work at Sephora
Bro,
showing like,
well, that's
like
what-
young kids
that's
coming
what
in
I'm
and being like,
saying.
you don't have
Can
this
I have
product? You don't have this
retinol?
product? What the fuck?
Yeah,
Like,
like that's what people were talking about. So that's like part of what the Drunk Elephant thing is. Why the
Yeah.
fuck are we talking about Drunk Elephant?
I don't know. We were talking about American Girl dolls. Eating
Eating lotion.
I don't know.
Oh, what the new thing is for like classism, differentials
Yeah, I don't know how we got there.
in
though.
children at like ages 10, 11 girls.
I don't know. What
I
the
think
kids
I
do
think
now.
it might be skincare. That might be
It's
one.
probably skincare,
Oh,
and it's
certain water bottles.
water bottles, and also they
Shoes.
probably shop at the rich people still probably go to Lulu. If you're a kid repping Lulu, I know your parents got that stack.
Because here's the thing, you're growing
Because
out
I've
of
never,
it. You're
I've
growing out
never
of it in a
owned
couple years.
a Lulu item.
Me neither. Me
Nike
neither.
is also expensive sometimes.
But
and
we're
that's the
going.
most I
Guess
can
where
do.
we're going?
The outlet.
The outlet.
The outlet for middle class
We're-
Americans.
yeah.
That's where I be.
One sleeve's
be at.
like 1 inch too short.
Mhm.
It's fine. I'm okay with that. It's still thermal.
I'm gonna
I
grab
don't
a
care.
sweatshirt. You
See?
you watch the kids, okay?
I won't say anything.
You don't want to entertain them.
No, we're cutting this out.
Yeah.
Unless I do something crazy.
Time to share secrets.
Well, I'll say this. Don't know much about science book. Don't know much about the history book. Don't know much about
Science book.
Don't know much about the friends I took.
We don't remember
What
what
a
it says.
wonderful world it would be.
Alright, what's next on the list? I don't even remember.
Okay, I have it. Yeah. The only one with a
You
phone.
can take your gloves off.
Yeah.
I'm sorry for that.
Elon and Nikola Tesla is highlighted. What's that?
Oh yeah,
about?
refresh that too. But yeah, I was gonna ask you. So okay, I don't know why I thought about this the other day. The other day, I was driving. I drove past like a Tesla charger thing, and I was like, you know what? Elon Musk
I'm familiar.
named the company after Nikola Tesla.
Correct.
But I really feel like if Nikola Tesla was alive today, he would hate Elon. He'd like, would he be
Right.
like, no, you did so much, like, your space program is so cool, like, go science, love that you're honoring me, or would he be like, dude, you ruined Twitter?
I think what he would say is,
I think he'd be based as fuck, and he'd hate Elon.
where are you getting that off of Nikola Tesla? Because I know
I don't know.
nothing about Nikola
Vibes.
Tesla.
So I know like a little.
I know that he like did the whole light thing.
He was a scientist. Him
Right.
and Einstein were low-key duking it out, and he basically kind of got fucked over. And then Einstein got to like be the guy, the main.
Was that
character.
what it was?
Low-key,
Didn't Nikola
that's the
Tesla
drama.
have, like,
that's
this-
the tea?
Didn't he have like this really weird way, like theory on like how we were going to like transfer electricity from like into use of electricity? Like he had like, you know how we have like power grids, the way that they're set up today. I think he had like an alternate theory. As
Yeah,
to,
no,
like,
he had good
how
ideas, and then
Power was going to be distributed.
Einstein was
I don't even think it's Einstein.
no.
who you're
What's the
thinking
guy I'm
of.
thinking of? Who's the father of electricity? No, can you Google it? What's his name? Hold on.
I should know this.
Edison. Sorry, the
there
other
we go.
Edison and Tesla. Sorry, everyone. Edison
I
and
was
Tesla
like-
were beefing,
I
and
feel like Einstein's
and then
a little past them.
Edison's dudes kind of fucked Tesla over so that he wouldn't succeed because like Edison's whole thing was kind of taking off and becoming
Right.
like the new consumer market, and he was like, oh, we're gonna like basically have a monopoly here. And then Tesla was like, no, but I have all these cool ideas. We could do like, it's basically like how that guy that made a car powered on water like just disappeared. It's
I
kind of
see.
like that. So that's kind of what happened to him. But anyways, so I'm assuming he'd be based as fuck because I think he was just like a true inventor.
You think
Who
Tesla
loved
was
the game. You know?
think Tesla was assassinated?
No,
Oh.
no, but he got like kind of fucked over when it was kind of like him and Edison fighting to
Yeah.
be like the inventor guy.
Yeah,
with
I
the
think
most
there's a
money
lot
and
of that, and
influence
the,
and
and the whole
monopoly.
thing is, I hope I get hate for this. The whole thing is, it was probably a woman the whole time. Let's talk about that. They
No, that's
probably, you know
such
what
a
I
history
mean?
thing. It's
They probably were like, they probably took all her fucking ideas. I don't
That
know who
or-
she is. I don't know who she is,
real.
but I know there is a she.
Excuse me. Hope they got that. But yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. Also, there was a book I read. When I was younger.
I think anyone from that era of like science would be like, this man knows fucking nothing. This man, because Elon isn't like.
I just don't think they
he's
fuck
not
with his vibe.
Well, here's also the thing though. He's not like the scientific brain behind these things. You know that, right? Like he is not the person putting in the thought. Like he's not the one that invented these
That's true.
Tesla cars.
Like I think no, but I think
He's the one
he'd
that
hate
owns
everything that
them.
Elon stands for, and that he's named his whole company and franchise
After
Nikola.
him. Yeah.
Like I think Nikola would be
that's-
like, bro, fuck you. You're biting my shit.
well,
and
he's like
you're
again.
a loser.
He's like a fucking gun. Really, one more.
I
Fucking
know,
Time
he'd
we're
be-
stealing
he'd be
my
pissed.
shit.
But then maybe he would kill Elon.
Okay.
He'd be a poltergeist or whatever.
Right.
So anyways, that's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to
let's
bring
do a
up
little
your
seance
thoughts on Tesla.
near Elon's home. Let's bring back Nikola Tesla.
We'll get really into
and-
summoning people. or
Yes,
something.
we'll get really into that.
We'll become a ghost hunting channel.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll just, yeah.
Hunt ghosts.
But just really Nikola Tesla.
Really just him.
Just
and
him.
Because we need him in order for this plan to work. In order to restore Twitter to where...
To restore the balance in the universe. Let's take back what's
It's an
ours.
Avatar type historical story that we're engaging in. So we're done with that.
I just really wanted to mention.
Well, I liked that. I
Okay,
liked
good.
that. Yeah.
Because I needed to share. It was like a shower thought.
So here's this next topic which I don't understand at all. Splooged on at work.
So
splooged on.
Splooged on. This happened. Well, this didn't happen to me, but I worked with this guy who he's kind of annoying. I don't know. He's really particular about a lot of things.
Do I know this guy?
No, he's just a guy at my job, and like I don't know. He's really weird, and it's like not his fault, but he's kind of annoying and an asshole about it.
Okay.
And he also
so you
just like
hate
I don't know. I
autistic
still
people.
fuck with this guy. No, he's just mean. The way he talks about patients, he's so fat phobic.
Oh,
Every patient he asks, "Are they fat?" I'm like, bro, this is a 97-year-old lady going to hospice. I don't care if she's fat, man.
That's
And
like
also,
our
she's not. She
job.
weighs 160.
That's so
like,
weird.
He's weird. I just don't
That
fuck
is
with his
weird.
vibe. Anyways,
That should be like reported.
we were parked in the truck, and I'm like, he's driving. I'm sitting in the shotgun, and I'm like about to like eat my chips or whatever. And he like is about to eat a snack, and so he puts his hand sanitizer on, and he does it really fast, and a little bit flies onto my sleeve. And he looks over, and I dead ass. I'm sitting there eating my chips, and he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, I splooged on your sweatshirt." And I'm just like. And I had to fight all of my inner demons to not like make every joke possible. Like I literally felt like I was turning that picture of the guy turning into a werewolf was me. Because I was like, you did not just hand me that.
Splooged.
She splooged on my sweatshirt. And I was about to be like, no, he didn't. But I just went, it's okay, it's just hand sanitizer. And I literally didn't even look at him. Because I don't know what I was going to say. Because I was like,
you should have splooged
oh,
right back.
I should have splooged on his sweatshirt.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
That's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. If someone
To assert
disrespects you,
dominance.
if someone
Splooge back.
disrespects you, splooge back. Splooge right back. Can we also talk about the terrible advice that we used to receive from our parents back in the day?
We did this last week, too.
Did
It's a recurring theme. Yeah.
Oh.
No, because they sometimes it's just doesn't
My
make any
God.
sense.
One time I was just like, you know how you just get in like friendship, troubles?
Yeah.
Where you just like start fighting for no like actual
You're not
reason.
beefing, but you're in
kinda
a rough
beefing,
patch.
yeah. My father would just be like, so what you gotta do is you gotta ignore him for 2 weeks. And
No, because that's just male friendship. It's just not talking.
it's just like, what the
And then you're fine.
And then I would like follow this and I'm like, and then I wouldn't be friends with these people anymore. I'm like, why do they hate me? And it's like, because you fucking ignored
you
them for
kinda
2
left.
weeks. Like, what
you
the
kind of
fuck?
dipped out, actually.
No, it was insane. Okay, I just needed to mention that. That's so off topic, but like, it just, sometimes you just get terrible fucking advice.
And you really do.
I don't know how some people survive in this world. Listen to your elders. Sometimes don't. Sometimes you actually shouldn't listen to them.
But you can't always.
You can't always. Almost never, in my
Yeah.
opinion. Okay, this next topic is formatted and submitted by me. And I need to like give you guys a little bit of a backstory to this. So, are you familiar with like what a morning bun is?
No. She sure.
Oh. Okay, a morning
good
bun.
morning,
A morning
so
bun is like
So she showed me her morning bun.
right.
Sorry, continue.
So, a morning bun is like basically a sweet croissant in like a muffin shape
Mm-hmm.
with cinnamon and sugar.
Morning bun's what I put in the toilet when I wake up.
Okay.
Sorry. Okay. Feel like you're in a straitjacket. I should.
me out
I wish I.
here.
Yeah, that would be it.
Okay. So
So
before,
morning, it's a
okay.
croissant.
So there's
Yummy.
this French pastry that's very similar to a morning bun,
Okay.
and it's I can't pronounce it. It's like called like coin amande. It's like called like coin amande or some shit like that.
Okay.
It's stupid, and there's always some stupid French pronunciation for everything.
So the QAnon from France.
QAnon from France.
Perfect.
It's a delicious pastry.
Okay.
It's so buttery, so yummy. I went to go pick it up for St. Patty's Day. There was
Okay.
like this brunch at my work. People
Oh yeah,
had
you
a
told me
brunch.
about this.
Yeah, and I picked up way too fucking many. It's fine. And they were delicious though. Brought them. Everyone loved them. Great. had some leftover, had some. Bailey and I were talking at night, and he was like, you know, these are like basically just morning buns. I'm like, no, they're not actually morning buns, because they also were offering morning buns at this pastry shop. And he's like, okay, well, what's the difference? I'm like, cinnamon sugar versus just like fucking caramel, essentially, was what like the QAnon pastry is.
Okay.
And so he's like, where the fuck did the morning buns come from? So we type in on Safari, where do morning buns come from? And there's 3 different results that come up. First one, somewhere in France, right? That kind of makes sense.
The actual lore, the history.
Second one, Madison, Wisconsin. I said, hold up, Madison, Wisconsin. What the fuck is Madison, Wisconsin doing? Inventing
with their buns
a soup, right? What the fuck? What are they doing with those goddamn buns?
Whoa.
And the third one is like San Francisco, and I'm like, that's somehow more believable than Madison, Wisconsin.
Yeah.
So I look into it. I'm like, where is this like coming from? And so I click on this like Madison, Wisconsin thing, and I'm like, okay, it says it originates from this like place that sounds like almost like church-like. And so I'm like, okay, no, that's giving more believable. I'm somehow now more on board. It's fake. It's definitely originates in France. But this is how like misinformation gets spread. Okay, it's like a reporter is just a little bit too facetious,
and the boomers get
and the
lost.
boomers are like,
they get lost in the sauce.
Oh, and here's the thing, I got
too
lost
much sauce
in the sauce
in that
too.
Journalism,
because that's the thing is like when you look up Google results, it just gives you like where the word is.
No, Google's fucked now. You have to like click through so many things to actually get a like raw search.
Exactly.
Like Google isn't raw anymore.
So that's the thing.
The way it should be. No, but really though, that's like real. Anyways, so the morning buns are from this place that's religious, but it's not real.
But it's okay. So I'm like, I need to look into this place because it seems like if they didn't probably invent the morning buns, but like at least they were so good that this person was like facetious to be like, they were invented in Madison, Wisconsin because they're so good. Mm-hmm. Right? Like I get it. I'm not a dumbass. And let me just give you a brief history of this bakery.
Please.
Okay. So this was called the Ovens of Brittany. Which sounds
British.
British.
Sounds evil.
Evil. Any other words that come to mind? Evil. British.
Poppycock. Sorry.
And poppycock.
Yeah.
That sounds so much worse than like just a straight American. Poppycock.
Give
me some of that poppycock.
It's suddenly very frat. Actually, no. It sounds like
I give her that poppycock.
It's like it's a weed strain.
Poppycock,
dude. You've heard of Pineapple Express? Get ready for
poppycock.
Get ready for the Ovens of Brittany.
Oh,
yo, dude, I'm smoking on that Ovens of Brittany.
That's gonna be the new bong. That's what the new bong's gonna be called. Right now we have Holy Ascension. Next one's gonna be Ovens of Brittany.
That's tight. That's tight.
Thank you. We got it right after Easter, so that's why we called it that.
That's like so hard.
Okay. So let's talk about the Ovens of Brittany because, first of all, I have to mention that the way I was able to find out about this is a report in the archives. Okay. So like this is like not really even, but like someone did because apparently this is like this is crazy lore. Okay. So this Ovens of Brittany. Let's talk about how it was founded. Okay, and then we're gonna get into it. So this is like I'm getting into it. The Ovens was founded on ideals that date back to the 1800s. Filtered, this is just hold tight.
You're good.
Filtered through a visionary who understood the longings of young people coming of age in the late 1960s and early 1970s. Joanne Guthrie. Which Guthrie sounds familiar. Do you think that's why I'm like, is that related to the Guthrie in Madison?
There's a Guthrie in Madison.
I'm probably making this up. Okay, I don't know. I thought that there was like a Guthrie theater or something like that. Is that? Am I thinking of Minnesota? I might be thinking of Minnesota.
Okay, then I also could just not know it.
It's fine. That doesn't matter. Joanne, insane name. Joanne's vision for the restaurant was the idea of transformation of culture. Let me repeat this. Joanne's vision for the restaurant was the idea of transformation of culture through attention to food and how you served it, according to Karen. Karen's a recurring character here. A large part of both the successes and the failures of the Ovens may be due to that very long shadow of idealism that was cast in the very beginning. Dun dun dun.
feels like a true crime podcast.
Bro, I'm
suddenly.
telling you right now, it fucking is. Okay, so this is what's going on. So this whole gang that started it, they were originally Chicago residents.
Okay.
Okay.
Which, yeah, a lot of people.
So this person said, like, part of the original crew said, a friend of mine arranged for Joanna to come to my home to give a lecture to some of my friends concerning various spiritual traditions and how they could be relevant to young people in the 60s in Chicago. A number of us continued to get together, eventually meeting at her home in Wheaton, Illinois. She had an understanding of the spiritual yearnings arising from young people in the 1960s. Her philosophy was inclusive. Everything could be seen as being in a process of evolving into something better. So essentially, there's no philosophy because that's just nothing. Okay. You're with me?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of like a corporate email where they say a lot of stuff that really doesn't mean anything.
Well, here we're getting into the
But I'm
meat.
like, what?
Here
This
we're getting
sounds
into the
like
meat.
all religions.
So
Guthrie,
the founder, okay, what Guthrie was actually doing, according to Karen's a member who's still like very gung-ho, says Guthrie was channeling entities known as the Masters of Wisdom, beings that exist as spiritual guides to humanity who use Guthrie's body as like a channeler. I don't know what this word, how to say this. Amanuensis?
Amanuensis.
Amanuensis. So like someone, like, you know how like Jesus, not Jesus. You know how like the bitches that wrote down the Bible, how they were like,
people would be
I'm
like,
channeling.
no, God said to me.
That's her.
Okay.
That's her. Joanna's philosophy of bringing Eastern belief systems into Western culture was groundbreaking. At a time when young people were feeling so rebellious that they wanted to tear down our society, she was talking about cultural transformations, new design for living that reflected art and spirit.
No, now
After,
it's culty.
I'm telling you.
It was when they were like, as soon as he said they wanted to tear down our society, I was like, oh, they don't want young people to
so this
revolutionize.
So she's
to
giving
mobilize.
lectures in people's homes, which is already insane. Imagine
so
me like
weird.
getting
We're
into
not-
your friend group by being like, "Hey, I'm gonna give." Actually, it doesn't work for us because we do
we
give
would give a
PowerPoint
lecture.
presentations.
We would, but it wouldn't.
It
be
wouldn't be
about
no
cultural transformation.
If I claimed that I was channeling,
it'd be about what we kind of sex we think. Like
Joe Biden and Donald
Kermit
Trump
the Frog would be into.
Oh, or that.
Like it would, yeah. It wouldn't be about cultural transformation.
He's definitely on the bottom.
Carry on.
After a while, there proved to be enough support and dedication from the group that Guthrie began to formulate a plan for their energies.
Not a plan.
She bought a farm in South. I'm telling you, this gets crazy. She bought a farm in southwestern Wisconsin in 1968 with the idea of developing a community to live the lofty ideals of her eclectic philosophy. So she's just like, it's just like a shit ton of, she's literally just like
they're starting their own Waco.
She's like, okay, a little bit of Buddhism, a little bit of like ancient Chinese,
like
Confucianism, a little bit of Hinduism, maybe a little bit of Jesus, maybe a little bit of Mormon. Like it was just like,
she's just creating a grab bag with
none of her actual thoughts.
No, yeah.
Okay, so let's keep going. Besides the farm, she also bought a house at Kendall Avenue. About 20 to 25 college-aged people moved up from Chicago. So this is sounding cult.
This is 1968. So yes.
So this is sounding very cult.
Of course they did.
And lived either on the farm or at her home in Madison.
And they all did. Dude, it's like, I bet they did. You know how that frog goop or whatever, that frog semen or whatever is that new drug people be doing? There's some goop from a frog. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's a thing. It's a real thing. But that's the new crazy hallucinogenic. Right,
we're all licking frogs,
psychedelic.
Right.
Yeah, so there's that crazy frog.
Is that new or was that a thing?
People smoking on that crazy frog pack. No, but real though. It's a real thing. Anyways, I feel like whatever these people were doing, whatever drugs they were doing, it was precursor to the crazy frog stuff.
It's
because these people are like, I'm gonna have a spiritual transformation.
And here's the thing.
They eat the frog.
Here's the thing.
And then
they weren't doing drugs.
Really? No, I don't believe it.
They weren't doing drugs.
There's no way.
I'm gonna get there. Okay, so besides the farm, they had the house. Okay. Oh, I skipped over this. Oh my god. Eventually, Guthrie decided to create a restaurant that embodied the ideals of her quote-unquote school called the, you're not ready for this, Phoenix Academy of Cultural Exploration. Do you know how far up your own ass you have to be to call anything Phoenix?
That's
anything?
also really funny because it's a
and
restaurant.
You're not from Arizona.
It's an academy, but it's a restaurant.
And guess we're gonna get here.
This is like them not advertising at the children's museums for adults, but that are for kids. You know, it's the same thing. False advertising.
Perhaps it should be noted that this is what I'm saying. Despite the pervasive drug cultures of the time, drug use was discouraged by Guthrie, who believed it was damaging to spiritual growth. The motivation of young people using drugs at the time was self-exploration, not escape. When we were given other ways of expanding our consciousness, we didn't need drugs, notes Karen. See, Karen keeps coming back.
They're on some freaky shit then.
Right.
Also, I love that she was like, I know what the haters are going to say.
I know what they're going to say. They're
going to say we do drugs, and we don't.
So they worked night and day to get this restaurant open.
Okay.
They literally laid down on the floors of this like restaurant area, slept during the first frenzy of construction and opening, and it was popular. Okay, and they say, you know, we didn't really have lives of our own, and this was like 70s.
So slaving away.
They're slaving away. They aren't getting a fucking paycheck. Like it's all people part of this like cult essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, except for the few people who had cooking ability, the group had no idea how to run a restaurant. The day that it right. That's how I know this person.
They need
so
bar
far
rescue
up.
in their stat or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
So they had no idea. The day that it opened, someone who happened to be studying restaurant science at MATC stopped by coincidentally and showed them how to set a table.
Wait. How did they not know how to set a table?
Because
they're so enlightened that they forgot. It's like the thing from SpongeBob where it's like, all I know is breathing and fine dining. They got SpongeBob. They got SpongeBob in them, and now they don't know how to set the table.
Burn it.
They forgot, they don't know human language anymore. People talk, and it's like the episode where they all like the whole time. They can't understand words.
Yeah, and this is where this is where you guys need to learn how to read comes in.
Okay.
Oh my god. Also, they're such dumbasses. Listen to this. Their idea of taking reservations was to book all tables at 5 p.m., 7 p.m., and 9 p.m., and no one thought to stagger them.
Wow. That's really funny. These people don't have an ounce of critical thinking.
Maybe too much critical thinking. Where they're constantly in thought, but they can't do anything else. They're paralyzed. Okay.
That's crazy.
History books claim that the first croissant was shaped in 1686 in Budapest, but most Madisonians would agree that for all practical purposes, the croissant was invented in Madison by Odessa Piper, the star of L'Etoile, for the ovens of Brittany in 1972. So, saying she invented in 1972, obviously that didn't happen.
Well, yeah, it's
a joke. But do you see how this can easily get actually crazy. Okay. So we need to get to somewhere crazy again. Okay. Then they created the morning bun, now known as the Brittany bun, which was copied by everyone everywhere. I'm sure it was.
Yeah, very famous, I'm sure.
Okay. The menu had a statement of philosophy on the back of it that explained how the ovens was a kind of school for conscious living for both the people who worked there and the people who came there. But there were rumors of strange practices, such as not looking directly into the mixing bowl, which would redirect one's energies, or the women's staff not wearing a part in their hair, so constantly a headband, constantly you had to slick it back, not having wearing part in their hair to avoid dissipating their energy flow.
Bro. You can't be dissipating your flow like that.
You can't be. That's why
while you're making this fucking
That's why I got this one on. I can't dissipate my fucking flow. I can't
Dude,
dissipate
my flow's
fucking
gone.
flow.
Do I have a part? Or is it
you got a bang.
I'm safe today.
You're safe.
No part.
Okay.
My flow.
But you're also not a woman, so it doesn't count.
That's true.
So it doesn't. You're fine.
My flow can't be dissipated.
Your flow can't be dissipated. That's actually very true. Men's flow never can be dissipated.
That's like in Mormon heaven or whatever. The women don't go as high up as the good men do.
Yeah. Because like, why the fuck would they? Right?
And I've always said that.
Hell, women. Okay.
Okay.
It's fucking terrible.
So the ovens.
So Once they were like up and running, then Guthrie began to show signs of what her son now confirms as a mental breakdown. Huh. It seems like
This
maybe
is
she wasn't channeling
just
God.
like true crime, dude. We
Literally.
should get her ghost too.
Yeah.
I'm seeing business ventures here.
So let's read into that. So she was quote unquote chemically schizophrenic, judged not as harmful, and then released from an involuntary week-long commitment to Mendota Mental Hospital, disappearing from Madison altogether.
Not Mendota. I go there a lot for work.
It's actually okay. So
Still
she
up and
left.
running,
So she
baby.
had to leave the business because she had a mental breakdown.
Because she had to go to Mendota.
And so she was basically like their profit, like the restaurant's profit.
Got
and
sent
this
to
restaurant,
psychiatric prison.
and the crazy thing is, this restaurant opened up, and it became like, you know how they were like all in disarray. There were like 7 locations in Madison at one point.
And now,
and then she had this mental breakdown.
And then their leader had the Kanye treatment.
So
the
then
Kanye moment.
Which also, can we talk about how she's like, okay, this entire restaurant, its purpose is to like create spiritual enlightenment for both like the people who work there and the customers. And it's just a fast casual French bistro.
It's just the pre-Panera.
It's just pre-Panera, and
Panera
they're like,
before they had the charged lemonade. Also, earlier today, we were doing a bit in the car where we were talking about Panera putting magic
psychedelic mushrooms,
having a magic coffee, and it's infused with psychedelic magic mushrooms.
Yeah,
and they were like, no, it's like the magic mushroom, the shroom cold foam, dude. It's so good, and we were obsessed.
So we're gonna title this video "Panera's new psychedelic cold foam, offered now with every Sip Club membership."
Energy dissipation drinks at Panera.
So what you gotta do is you gotta have one.
So
you
you
have
part
like
your
this
hair in
gym
the
robe.
middle, and then you drink the whole thing really fast.
Then you gotta follow it up with a Trenta, hibiscus.
No, but we're not going to Starbucks.
Lemonade.
You know?
No, sorry. What the fuck? Just large, I guess. A large.
Yeah, because fuck the. Is it French? No, it's Spanish.
Grande is
Grande?
Spanish.
Yeah. Well, don't fuck though. I know I like those guys, but fuck the French.
You like the Spaniards?
Yeah, but fuck.
Why do you like the Spaniards?
I don't know.
They were just as much as
no, they were.
They were just as much colonists.
Yeah, I just think we should
Probably
hate on
more
the French people the
infamous.
most.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyways,
okay. So someone else took over, Bob Gore. Okay.
Okay.
He was a broker, Fellowship Farms, Gay Mills. I'm just reading words.
Sounds like a joke.
No.
Bro, I went to Fellowship Farms and nobody knew you.
It was
I
literally
went
crazy.
to Gayville and everybody said you're the president.
So, yeah. So it seems like he like tried expanding on the business more.
Okay.
And like
he's a broker.
there
He's a
was
businessman.
yeah. So like they had that farm that she bought, which had like maybe a couple chickens, and he like made it more into like he was like
he's Minecrafting.
He's Minecrafting. He's like
Okay.
expanding the farm.
Yeah,
he's
no,
doing
that's
all
good.
of this, and he's like, yeah, we raised corn, had land for hay, corn, gardens of whatever. And then he says everything collapsed when Joanna had a breakdown. Right. And that's right when he like stepped up. Right.
Nice.
Nice. For some, it was so traumatic that it took years to work out. Right.
Sorry? Wait.
Right. She taught us that if you expose people to the very best in life, no matter if it was the most beautifully prepared dessert or subtle philosophical ideals, people would respond positively. I'm sorry, that means nothing.
Yeah, what the
fuck
phrasing
does
of that
that mean?
sentence is crazy.
That's so insane.
Yeah.
So they came back. They like reopened. He's like, we were so successful. We were so good. And he wanted to maintain her ideals of the ovens, which if you're not psychotic, I don't think you can.
We don't have to.
You don't have to make the women wear no parts if you don't want to.
Like,
it doesn't need to be like that. But here's the thing, though. There ended up being like this rift between the people that had worked there that were part of her kind of cult.
the cult people.
The cult people. And then there were new employees that needed to be hired.
Who were just people
and they were just
trying
people.
to get a job.
They like had
People who
they
worked
had
just the food
side
service
parts.
people.
They had middle parts. They had parts.
So all the bisexual women in the metropolitan area flocked to this restaurant to be hired.
Because they're like, I love these croissants.
Yeah,
I love.
And they were like,
matcha.
I know how to fuck up a bakery.
Right.
And then they hired them, and then they show up to work, and it's like,
oh, this is a nunnery.
Sorry.
Yeah, literally crazy.
If you knew it was in my backpack, I wouldn't be allowed into the nunnery. now, and then they have to work, and they just have to make croissants together.
So this is a direct quote saying, most of the people who worked there from the beginning were pretty zealous in their metaphysical position. Right. And new employees...
I should make that my Instagram bio. Zealous in my metaphysical
in my current metaphysical position.
This is like the monkey affirmations. Do you remember that?
Bitch.
That was one of the funniest jokes I ever... That's one of the best things Arden ever told me or showed me, is the monkey affirmations.
No,
if you don't know monkey affirmations, please look it up. It's just a series of crazy Tumblr shit posts of somebody writing all their affirmations to become a monkey.
Yeah.
And it's like, they get crazy. They're like, my monkey eyes can see in the dark, and like I cannot be sneaked up upon, or like my energy cannot be drained. Like it starts to get really insane. It's so funny.
It's like, it's a spoof off of those people like on YouTube.
It's the people who are
turn
shifting
your
reality.
Eyes blue.
Yeah. Those,
if you watch this,
which is
10
just
times.
mental insanity.
It really is.
I'm sorry.
It's Guthrie.
It's instability. You need to see.
So this person says conflicts arose. Oh wait, here it is. And the new employees didn't have a clue as to what they were trying to do. They were like, I thought I was just churning butter.
I was making buns.
Right, I was making buns. I'm here to make more than buns.
I'm here to more in the buns.
So conflicts arose as to whether or not the restaurant was trying to express a spiritual position or be like chill.
Just bread. Just be
Maybe
bread.
we should just bake bread. And then people also became concerned about unfair labor practices. Because here's the thing.
Because the cult people aren't getting paid.
No.
And now they're hiring people who are getting paid, presumably.
And they're like, or it's just like maybe the original people there were like,
and they're starting to be paid. They're starting to get uncomfortable with their metaphysical form,
right? And that's where we get dangerous. That's where we get into dangerous times.
That's where all hell starts to break loose.
So they did have labor problems.
Okay,
Gore admits. Great. So we're under new management right now. He is not Guthrie.
It's like when the nursing home puts up the big sign that says under new management.
So I don't know why they're like that. Doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh, okay.
Oh, a bit of an engineer myself.
Yeah, you got into Legos.
I know how to build a cactus.
Period.
What can't I do? All right, great.
Here we are.
Anyways.
Okay. We're back.
Sorry.
So, anyway, essentially what happened was Guthrie, mental breakdown.
Little Mentee B.
Big Mentee B, actually.
Big Mentee B.
Big one.
Catastrophic.
Involuntary hospitalization type Mentee B. Anyway, so then this other guy took over. A lot of conflicting ideas about whether it was still going to be a religious experience
or if we were just a bakery.
At this bakery.
Yeah.
This French cafe.
If we were still going to keep Christ in the morning bun.
Then they started like opening up all these other fucking restaurants. Like all over the place. Kind of.
So
except here's the thing. Except it didn't though. Oh. And that was part of the problem. Is that they were like, maybe to save some costs, we should like coordinate our menus.
Yeah.
And they were like, fuck you. Why would we coordinate our menus? We're our own things. Yeah. And it's like they only had one farm to source from. So it was like they had like 6 restaurants. That is not enough food that you are producing on a yearly basis. Yeah. And so like there were a lot of conflicts over that. There were conflicts over what music was to be played in the stores.
They were just everything was really falling apart. It was the fall of the Roman Empire.
Because here's the thing. When you have when you have leadership that like everyone is following, like you have one vision. But like this person like now is not available to talk to anymore. It's like now this vision is scattered. Everyone has their own ideas about what this person, wanted, what her ideals were, versus, you're running a business. Yeah. It is still capitalism. You are still participating in that. There are going to be issues. Yeah. And eventually it completely collapsed. Damn. Because they just couldn't get their shit together. Damn. Isn't that crazy?
But we had a cult here.
That was French bistro
cooking
style.
Some sick buns.
They were like
every morning.
There was this one line from one of the employees that was like, yeah, it seemed like management just wanted to be like efficient and like get food out quickly, but that completely defeats the purpose of, what we wanted to do as a restaurant. It's like, hey, maybe you could have had some compromise here, like maybe be fast and use wholesome ingredients or whatever the fuck you wanted to do.
Put the energy into
you guys are put the energy here. So I thought that was just insane.
Yeah, that is crazy.
There might be one more point in here. Yeah, there was like one that opened up in Shorewood Hills. That one completely
also still fell apart.
They're very confident in this 1996 edition of this magazine. Obviously they're not still still here. That would have
Yeah.
been a long run, though. I'm
That'd
impressed.
be crazy.
I'm surprised they went for 20
Well,
years.
if they were still around, we'd have to go.
We would have to. I know. I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, bitch.
I gotta try the cold bread. It's like going to the Amish bakery.
I've got-
Because the Amish bakery food is so good.
Why do you think I went? Why do you think I went to Utah to try their weird little sodies?
Yeah.
It's so
you did
fun.
do that. You're really dedicated.
It's so fun. And then I went to their olden town.
Yeah.
And I got a little mini sword made by the Smiths. They were there.
Like the original ones?
How do you
Are they still alive?
How do you sing? What's one of their songs? The Smiths. What's one of their
What
they
is
were
it?
there.
There was
They're
a light
Mormon.
that never goes out or whatever. Or
you know what? I thought you were gonna be able to. I thought you were gonna. I'm
trying to remember.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. So okay.
I actually can't think of how a single song goes right now by the Smiths.
Yeah. So apparently they had like a closing party on State Street. It just seemed like it was fucked from the beginning, and I'm surprised that they
made it as far as they did. That was
Honestly,
that was
a good run for them.
All
for
things
them
considered.
having zero restauranteur
for having
skills,
no planning,
really barely an idea
Mhm.
of how they wanted to run the restaurant, and really no vision other than just this person,
this crazy lady that
was like,
yeah,
we shouldn't disrupt the energy
this woman
here,
who
so we
loves
should make
energy and
croissants.
probably smells like dirt. It's cool.
And butter
And butter and croissant yeast.
maybe some shea butter as well.
Yeah,
which is quite nice.
and some Jurgen's original scent.
It's Jergens,
which
it's
she
never
does
been
be
Jergens.
slurping on. She eats it too. They put a little in the morning buns. That's why they're so good. And that's what they couldn't tell you.
Yeah, that's their almond croissant. It's just Jergens. That's what they wouldn't compromise on. That's what the biggest.
That's the biggest beef about the vision.
Is the Jergens.
She would have wanted it to be Jergens.
Yeah. And then they wanted to go to the Target brand, but it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't quite the same. Yeah. So it's just absolutely insane.
Damn.
Yeah. So I would say check it out, but you fucking can't. So check out that article. It was written by.
I guess just eat the lotion instead. And imagine if it was a croissant. Imagine
this
if it was a
article's
morning
just
bun.
crazy. It was Judith Kirkwood. Check out Judith Kirkwood.
Sure. I mean, yeah, I guess.
From the archives. Absolutely crazy. Like, look at how they fucking dress, too.
Yeah, it's giving
Mother
Little
Ovens.
House on the Prairie. Yeah, no, the poster is the cuntiest thing I've ever seen. Screenshot that and send it to me. I'll put it on the screen for the kiddos to see.
So funny.
Yeah.
Those buns look
the buns
banging.
do look
Those look
incredible.
Crazy.
I'll
screenshot.
I go ham on a bun.
Okay.
A morning bun.
Now I'm pretty sure you had. What do you want to talk about next? What's your next topic? Because we also have photos.
Oh yeah, I sent you some photos, so please look at the photos.
Okay, so
the first one's a photo that I just
send that? Oh, here.
Forgot existed of Snoop Dogg from like old Instagram.
French tip for the French enhale.
He has French tips, which if you don't know what that is, it's a type of like manicure.
Oh,
and he's smoking a joint.
My God,
it's one of the best posts I've ever seen.
That's so great.
I just saw you.
I'm
enjoy
happy
that.
he had French.
The
tip.
more important thing is yeah. So Mark Lee, I get on Twitter and Mark Lee is trending, which happens a lot. Mark from NCT.
Mm-hmm.
He's a popular guy. And I open one of the pictures and it's him in this wig. I don't know why.
The wig is nice.
I know. And he is clearly feeling himself. And he looks crazy.
Good.
And I just wanted you to see these photos because
there's more.
and that one he's really
crazy.
feeling himself. Yeah.
The second one, he's in a drama. He's giving drama. Do you think he's gonna be in a drama, in a K-drama?
No.
Wait, he doesn't even look like himself.
I know. He looks like a lesbian.
He looks like a baddie.
Stress. No, but this is a funny thing. He posted it on like Weverse or whatever the like fan app is, and someone responded to him. Like you can send messages, and like I'm sure they don't open them all, but someone messaged him and was like, "I support your transition," and Mark Lee responds, "LMAO" or like "LOL,"
which
it's so funny. The fact that he got that joke and laughed at that, I think is hilarious.
I'm not laughing at that.
I think it was funny.
An ally.
I think it was really funny.
It
was
so
heartwarming
crazy.
that he also thought it was funny to me. I think he's a real one.
I love his jacket.
And he supports the trans homies.
I want that.
And he has the painted nails. Like, shut the fuck up.
He looks great.
He looks like Bella from Twilight.
He does.
But like way cuntier.
He really does.
Yeah, so anyways, I just needed you to see those photos.
Yeah, we'll have him on the.
I just needed you to see that. Because that's big in internet news this week.
Yeah,
fuck
I'm
Kate
not
Middleton.
usually.
I don't care. I mean, not really.
I mean, she has cancer.
Yeah, I mean. Yeah.
She's not really a royal. She's just like
objectively way meaner than what I said.
No, but no.
No, I'm kidding.
saying
I don't
I'm
really
saying
care about
she's-
the British. We don't
Well,
care about
that's
the
the
British.
thing.
We've made that really clear. But we
But
also
that's-
don't care about
I'm-
the royal family because they're rich and
Those
they don't
really
need to
deserve
have the power they
anything.
have. It's
No,
stupid.
but
It's all
here's the thing:
whatever.
she's like barely royal. Like she just married in, so I'm like,
She
I'll
just
give her a
works- she
pass.
just fucking
I'll
works
support
here.
her. That's
She
fine.
just works at the morning bun. She doesn't care about our ideals.
She doesn't. She has a full hair part in the middle.
She'd be part of her fucking hair crisp and clean. All
and
her
her
energy gone.
was gone.
Not an ounce left. Not a drop. Anyways,
that's what
I just
happened.
needed you to see those pictures.
Okay. I'm glad I got to see those. Cordially invite me to what? What are
dude,
you cordially inviting me
I
to?
really want to.
First of all,
Also, it's so cold on the balcony. Spring is not sprung. We're
It
getting
had.
there. It did. It sprung and then it unsprung, and there's
It
still snow on the
unsprung.
ground right now, which is cool. But anyways, we're here because we
ball.
we believe in
We
our
ball.
values. Anyways, but spring's coming, and I really, really, really want to do like a volleyball, like a bar league volleyball thing this summer. But we're trying to figure out who would do it. Would you want to do it?
Yeah,
so this is me cordially inviting
we?
you.
Who's we?
I'm building a team.
Okay, so I'm not allowed to
No,
know.
I'm kidding. So far, if you want to, please say yes. And then my friend Alex from work was like, yeah, I would like to.
Okay.
And then Sean said he was a maybe. And Alex mentioned that
I
apparently
can get Bailey.
you have to have, maybe if we could get 6, we could do 6. Otherwise, there's 4s apparently. If it's hard to get 6 people teams, which it is in these trying times.
We need someone that can get over the net. We need Bailey.
Sean can get over the net. He's tall.
Is he athletic?
Yeah, he used to play basketball. Dude, him and Creighton and Ryan are playing basketball again. We're all gonna play on Easter. Celebrate the Lord. We're gonna ball. Anyways, but apparently Sean diced them both 1-on-2, and he was like, "Yeah, I used to play basketball," and they were like, "Yeah, but you don't really look like you'd be good at sports, but you're really good at sports." And he went, "Thanks, I guess."
No, that's fucking mean.
It was so funny.
That's something that you can only
They're
say
all
to your
so
friends.
mean to each other. It's great. Anyways, so yeah, he said maybe,
Okay.
but Alex was like, "Yeah, apparently some bar leagues make you do 2 girls, 2 guys," and I was like, honestly, I'm willing to be a girl for the league because I still have the boobs. Like you know, it's whatever. They're gonna
That's
be
fucking
like if I went
terrible.
in, they'd be like,
I'm they. I can go either.
which is what I'm
way.
saying. Yeah, I'm like I could be who you need me to be for the bar volleyball league.
That's so crazy. Giving up your gender identity for a bar volleyball league. You're like,
well, I don't know.
I don't accept it from anyone.
Maybe they go off of sex assigned at birth.
So,
and the bar volleyball league, they look at your government.
Can I have your birth certificate, please?
Anyways,
2 forms of identification, please. 2 forms, and set it on the fucking form. 2 forms.
Yeah. Sorry, I just brought my license. Is that I have my birth certificate?
It's not even a real ID, bitch. Anyway.
So yeah,
that's crazy.
But yeah, I'm cordially inviting you. I really want to play volleyball again.
Is it at that? What bar is it?
We've not gotten that far. There's
I know
multiple
a
bars.
place.
We could pick anyone.
There's a place on the
we
far
could find a
east
schedule
side.
that works for us.
Probably not ideal.
I want to play volleyball again so bad.
I think that there's a